Not every famous arrest is for a DUI. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 celebrities who've taken part in protests and got arrested.
Is this your first arrest ever? Or?
It is my first arrest. Thanks for asking.
Before we begin, we publish new videos every day, so be sure to subscribe for more great content. For this list, we're looking at famous people who've attended a protest, and as a result, were taken downtown.
Harrelson and the 8 others who pulled this stunt were charged with trespassing, and they face fines of $10,000 each.
Number 10. Shailene Woodley.
Today, I was supposed to learn what to do. This was supposed to tell me what faction to choose, the test.
In October 2016, this star of the Divergent series joined the Standing Rock Sioux and her fellow environmentalists to protest the construction of the Dakota Access Pipeline in North Dakota, which would threaten the Native American tribes' water security and sacred burial grounds.
All right, I'm being arrested.
Her arrest was documented in real time for fans to see on Facebook Live. For her participation in the Dakota Pipeline protest, Woodley was brought up on trespassing and rioting charges, but she entered into a plea deal where she admitted to disorderly conduct. In the end, the actress didn't get any jail time, but she did receive 12 months probation.
I was just gonna say, I wish I had known that this was gonna be as public as it was. I would have made like a face.
Number 9. James Cromwell.
And for a fleeting moment, something passed between them, a faint sense of some common destiny.
This Oscar-nominated actor played Arthur Hoggett in the critically acclaimed film Babe, and it would appear that he has a soft spot for animals in real life as well. Decrying animal cruelty, Cromwell crashed a University of Wisconsin board meeting in 2013 to let them know how he felt about the school using cats as test subjects for experiments.
This is not science! This is torture! And it is criminal!
Another time Cromwell was arrested was in 2017, when he joined fellow members of PETA to interrupt a SeaWorld show so they could raise awareness for the conditions of orcas raised in captivity.
Nothing that you see of orca's life here is natural.
Number 8. George Clooney.
If you're getting sort of too much attention, it's such a relief to be able to take it to places where they can't get any attention, and that makes sense to me.
As an activist advocating human rights for South Sudan, Clooney was arrested in March 2012 in front of the Sudanese embassy in Washington, D.C.
We're also worried about making sure that we get some aid to them before it's the worst humanitarian crisis in the world. That's the main issue right now.
The actor was part of the effort to stop the government of Sudan from committing violence against its people and denying them basic aid from the international community. Charged with crossing a police line, Clooney was given the opportunity to pay a $100 fine without having to make any court appearance. Among the others taken into police custody was George Clooney's dad. If you're gonna get arrested for a good cause, why not get in some father-son bonding?
How'd they treat you in there, by the way?
It was really rough, you can imagine. Have you ever been in a cell with these guys?
Number 7. Lucy Lawless.
Tell him Xena says hello.
In February 2012, along with 6 other members of Greenpeace, this Xena warrior princess actress snuck aboard a ship in Port Taranaki, New Zealand, which was designed to locate places to drill in the Arctic. After spending more than 3 days aboard the ship to postpone its use, Lawless and her mates were all arrested and charged with burglary. The activists pled guilty to trespassing, and they were fined roughly $550 and were given 120 hours of community service. This was a light sentence, considering Lawless could have faced up to 3 years in prison for her charges.
Hey, I was just in the neighborhood and I thought maybe we should talk about the Arctic and what you can do to help. Yeah, sure, coffee's good. See you soon. See? Simple.
Number 6. Woody Harrelson. In 1996, Harrelson and 9 other activists climbed the Golden Gate Bridge to show their support for a 60,000-acre plot of redwoods found in Northern California. The trees were set to be cut down by a Texas businessman as part of a land development deal, which was something Harrelson's group wanted to stop. Atop the Golden Gate Bridge, the protesters set up banners, which disrupted the flow of traffic, and were subsequently arrested for trespassing and creating a nuisance, among other things. It was a bold stunt, even for an unconventional star like Woody Harrelson. Number 5. Jane Fonda. The 2-time Academy Award-winning actress was arrested at a Cleveland airport in 1970 after returning from Canada, where she gave a speech on the Vietnam War. Authorities seized a bag of pills and accused Fonda of drug smuggling, though she claimed the charges were trumped up to smear her reputation and to keep her from giving more speeches criticizing the war.
But it's a great mugshot, isn't it?
I mean, you look so cool.
The alleged pills turned out to be nothing more than vitamins.
Were you on the Nixon enemies list?
Well, yes, I was.
That same year, Fonda was also arrested in Seattle as part of an effort to help a Native American tribe keep part of their land. Number 4. Susan Sarandon. In 1999, Sarandon was arrested along with 219 other demonstrators outside New York Police headquarters. They were protesting the police killing of Bronx resident Amadou Diallo, a West African immigrant who was shot at 41 times by officers, despite the fact that he was unarmed at the time. The protest of police misconduct lasted for 13 days, and afterward, Sarandon and the group of demonstrators were charged with civil disobedience. This was apparently not Sarandon's first arrest, however, as the actress claims to have also been arrested when she was a teenager at Vietnam War protests. Number 3. Daryl Hannah.
I killed that miserable old fool.
This actress and activist has been handcuffed all over the United States. In 2006, Hannah was arrested protesting the demolition of a large urban farm in south-central Los Angeles that was about to be torn down to make room for a warehouse, and again in 2009 after trying to block a mountain removal in West Virginia. She's also been arrested more than once trying to stop the Keystone XL pipeline, once in Texas in October 2012, and twice during sit-ins at the White House in 2011 and 2013 respectively. Clearly, being taken into custody isn't enough to make this celebrity back down. Number 2. Joan Baez. As you would expect from a 1960s folk singer, Baez was strongly opposed to the Vietnam War. In October 1967, the musician joined a group of 250 protesters who were trying to physically block young men who were being drafted from entering a military induction center in Oakland, California. The group wanted to prevent the men from joining the fight and gave them anti-war literature to change their minds. For her participation in this event, Baez was arrested along with 40 other protesters and spent 11 days in jail. Later that year, Baez was arrested again, this time spending more than a month behind bars.
May you always do for others, and that others do for you.
Before we unveil our number 1 pick, here are some honorable mentions.
I had to go and get fingerprinted yesterday from getting arrested at Democracy Springs, so it was really good. We had lunch actually at the Capitol. It was really interesting to be there for a different reason.
Number 1. Martin Sheen.
If our children can buy pornography on any street corner for $5, isn't that too high a price to pay for free speech?
No.
Really?
On the other hand, I do think that $5 is too high a price to pay for pornography.
Having reportedly been arrested more than 65 times for his activism, the West Wing actor attributes his social justice commitment to his Catholic faith. Sheen's civil disobedience has spanned at least 2 decades, starting in 1986 when he demonstrated against Reagan's Star Wars missile defense system, all the way to 2007 demonstrating against nuclear power in Nevada. Sheen has also tackled U.S. foreign policy, commenting on America's involvement in El Salvador in 1990 by defacing a Los Angeles federal building with red liquid to symbolize bloodshed.
A lot of people died and a lot of people suffered, and there was never any inkling of sorrow or regret from this man.
Do you agree with our picks? Check out these other great clips from WatchMojo and subscribe for new videos every day.